The International Space Station has circled Earth for more than 20 years. But what happens when this giant science lab finally shut down? The ISS was a symbol of peace and cooperation after the Cold War. Now its retirement could change space forever. Let us find out how. Today we are exploring one of the biggest questions in space science. What happens after the International Space Station is retired? The journey of the ISS. The International Space Station, or ISS, is one of the greatest achievements of global cooperations. Built in 1998, it became a home in space where astronauts from the US, Russia, Europe, Japan, and Canada lived and worked together. Orbiting Earth at a speed of 28,000 km per hour, the ISS looks like a shining star if the sunlight hits it at the right angle. For over 20 years, it has been used for medical experiments, climate research, and testing technology for future missions to the Moon and Mars. But nothing lasts forever. The ISS is aging, and by the end of this decade, it will reach the end of its life. Life of the ISS. Living on the station was never easy. Astronauts often stayed for 6 months or longer. There was no shower, only wet wipes. Food had to be carefully managed so crumbs would not float around. And sleeping meant strapping yourself into a sleeping bag onto the wall. Despite these challenges, astronauts conducted thousands of experiments. They study how bones weaken, how muscles sink, and how radiation affects the human body. These results are crucial for long-term space missions like going to Mars. Policies and challenges. The ISS was not just about science, it was also about politics. It started as a symbol of peace after the Cold War, bringing together former rivals like the US and Russia. But in recent years, global tensions have shaken this partnership. For example, after the 2022 war in Ukraine, Russia have threatened to withdraw from the ISS. Although cooperation continued, the trust was no longer the same. By 2028, Russia's contract with the ISS will expire. This means the future of the station depends on new plans and new players. The future after the ISS. So what happens next? NASA is already working with private space companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin to design new space stations. Projects like Orbital Reef and Starlab could soon replace the ISS. These won't just be research labs, they might even become commercial hubs where astronauts, scientists, and maybe even tourists can live in space. China is also expanding its own space station, which could attract many countries to join its program. The risk is that space might split into competing groups, one led by the US and one led by the China. But on the positive side, private investment could make space travel cheaper and more accessible. The dream of humans living permanently in space might finally move closer to reality. So, the end of ISS is not the end of space research. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Instead of one station, we might soon see multiple stations, government run, privately owned, and even international. The big question is, will the world continue to cooperate in space, or will competition take over? If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing space stories.